one.
Good evening, everypony, and welcome to Commentary's Magic Stream on today, Sunday, April 19th, 2020. I am, as always, Grandpaws.
Big cheese.
Ivory Starlight is scared, apparently.
I would like someone to compile metrics on how many opening sequences Aura has ever actually said his name as Auracat.
It is less than 50%.
It's not less than 50. Like, it's definitely not 100%.
I think it's approaching less than 50.
There's no way. How far back are we going to go here?
A couple, long enough.
Long enough. We're going to choose the time range such that the statistic I want to see is true.
Exactly.
Isn't that how you do statistics?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you do statistics.
Basically.
So what are we doing today?
Speaking of statistics, have some stats. Because the thing happened.
I like
Really?
things.
I like things too. Are they fun? Where's the fun? Where's the
This
fun
was
at?
fun.
Oh, fun. Fun? Fun? Fun?
Fun!
Fun.
Fun!
Fun? Okay.
See, we can do that here. Everyone actually gets the chance to hop up and down because there's no hotel yelling at us. Rip.
Rip.
Anyway, we had OnlineCon last weekend, and it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
There
We
were
got
two
to
different
do
events.
Yep.
Tell us about them.
Okay. Let's see here. So we had Draft and Harmony constructed. For Draft, we had 10 players, and this was actually designed intentionally to coincide with Hithrock's Saturday draft sessions. Now, these aren't held every week, but if you join Discord and keep an eye on the announcements channel, you do signups occasionally. And we'll talk about, the future later. Leaders and Legends packs were recently upgraded to actual print sequences similar to those from prior sets, so they behaved a little bit more like actual packs would. And we think this probably made the draft experience a little bit more enjoyable when you don't get, what was it, 4 Winonas?
Draft was pretty fun.
Hey, 4 Winonas worked out just fine.
Although I shouldn't have listened to GP. Should have gotten purple blue.
What did GP tell you to do?
Not
Don't go
purple blue.
Don't go purple blue.
Do anything other than purple blue?
Because I always go purple blue in draft.
And then you get all the action tokens and move all the things and basically just be infuriating?
Basically.
It seems good.
That's why you hate Draft Cheese whenever you're in a pod with him. Make him have to play something different.
Mono white seems good. All right. The sequences, will be publishing those a little bit later if you're interested in using them yourselves. Now, the one thing we did have here is Smithers had an impressive 4-0 record and was kind enough to actually link the Ponyhead version of his draft deck. If we can pull that up and take a look at what he was running.
You'll have to give me a sec. It was not in there.
Boo! But that'll actually seem to work out fairly well, with the singular exception of we somehow broke the draft simulator.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, no idea what actually happened there. Like, Hithrock joined and looked at it, and he's just like, I don't know, restart it. But fortunately, they weren't too far in, so no big deal.
I think they were only up to the first pack or so.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if this is showing all the cards, but probably not.
It's showing
No,
a good
it
number
is.
of them.
It's showing all of them.
Wow, just barely.
Yeah, it's 3 rows of 10. It's perfect. Flawless.
Just as planned.
Just as planned.
And some blue cards there.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Getting 4 dilemmas is nice.
Yeah, the 4 dilemmas is nice. He's even got a pair of resource removal here. He's got a swift hat. We got a gummy to help Wonderbolt flip.
And it's only 2 colors.
Yeah, it's only 2 colors. Decent amount of entry. It's not bad. See, we even got a little bit of interaction with the opponent here. Excellent. So yeah, well done.
So that was draft. Then Sunday,
The following day,
the following day,
1 day later.
Exactly.
we had some harmony. And there are a few people in chat who probably want us to talk about their harmony. At least briefly here.
Yeah. Well, you were judging this one. Why don't you go over this?
No, I was judging draft.
Oh yeah, so you were.
Yeah,
I'm
you were
getting this
playing.
backwards.
I was
Cheese
judging.
was judging this one.
Take a look at the first place.
Yeah, let's take a look at our first place finisher here, which is Hithrock
With
pulling a 4-0.
yeah, with vinyl.
Oh. Man, those are some cards.
Smells like combo.
That is a pile of cards.
That is a pile of cards. It's
But there's no pile.
61 of them, I believe. Because this was also the first tournament where we had sideboards. And I think it's kind of interesting to look at what he's got here for sideboard potential. You'll notice the Destiny Drain and Magical Misfire, which are very powerful anti-combo tools.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Hithrock said that the Destiny Drain was 100% responsible for one of his wins. Which,
There you go.
those are really nice tools to have, especially in a meta like this where combo is a thing that is probably, it's definitely a thing that you need to be watching out for.
There's a backup vocals in there too if you go up against like a bubbly mare, which can be a good one to flip back over. A couple EEAs if you're worried about opposing interaction.
And you definitely are here.
Yep. Yeah, there's some decent choices for sure. Snips and snails for problem replacement. If your opponent gets stuck on a blackmail.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to help them get a problem that's easier to confront.
Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, if they're running blackmail, I wouldn't expect the next problem to be any easier to confront. It's just hopefully, not blackmail.
And
I
then
mean,
it's another blackmail.
And that, yes.
We've seen this problem deck before, other than I forget the name of that card. Mystery, yeah.
Yes, we have seen this problem deck before, although It's a Secret is an interesting inclusion here.
Yeah, I mean, this approximately this problem deck has existed since Marks.
Yeah. It's
Two
the common problem.
differences.
Apart from that, it's the Chrissy teamwork combo. We've talked about it briefly on stream before, but basically, if you can get Chrissy to banish, Queen Chrysalis Stolen Talent, I'll use her full title, to banish to banish a friend with teamwork from her discard pile, and then you turn her into a critter with B-suit, then all of your critters, wherever she is, will also get the ability to banish a card from the discard pile to gain its abilities. And by doing this, you can create a situation where you have infinite friends entering play that all drain your opponent for one action token.
And
then
more importantly, give you an action token.
I said drain.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, let's look at another deck here as well.
This is our second place finisher, Sundial, with a blue farming deck.
A classic.
It is.
I enjoy the.
troublemakers?
I mean, not enough according to Feathers, but I am enjoying the very wide variety of troublemakers being featured here.
It is worth noting
19 troublemakers.
that
Almost
there
enough.
are, in fact, 3 copies of Pinky Sense in this deck. Because being able to choose what you flip at any point in time is really good. There are also exactly 2 ways of playing that Pinky Sense. One of which is your Trading Traditions, and the other is your single Fire of Friendship.
You can. Oh, that's not the color. That's not that colorless flame. That's the point scoring one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
It is.
That's actually
that's the
confront.
DFO.
Yeah,
No
confront reducing one.
multiple confronts.
Yeah. I mean, you confront to score points, right?
Sometimes.
Who does that?
Not in this deck.
Yeah, not this deck.
Actually, no, this deck can. This deck can confront all of its problems.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Well,
get rid of one of them, but yeah.
right.
That's what dilemmas are for. You want those 5 bonus.
I am actually surprised at... I don't know, this is more... Like, this is not the normal farm. This is aggro farm.
Correct.
Like, you would never see Firewind Ready in an orange farm deck.
No. But this deck, I think, is well positioned to take advantage of it.
Thunderlane is a good card.
Thunderlane's a great card.
I'm gonna go with Thunderlane as a good card.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
This deck,
Yeah, and it's got the burst of speed and the Thunderlane too, so it's got that thing going on.
Yes, and it's got Daybreaker. Oh god, it has uneven ground. I hate that card's
He
just
hates
evil. I assume that's one of the sideboard cards, but
I don't know. I mean, it might be worth keeping that in the main deck just to give your opponent something to think about.
The Flim and Flam is probably a sideboard choice.
yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
Using Pinky Sense to put Big Mac on top of your deck is pretty spicy.
It's pretty good. We saw it splashing a lot more purple to be able to run scope things out and do a similar thing last meta. Now that's gone. But Pinky Sense isn't. Well, this is Harmony.
This is Harmony. Pinky
Yeah.
Sense is just so good.
I mean, Big Mac's not in core, but
Right.
is there's another card way to do that in core, right?
Not to put +1. Well, yes.
On a
there is
character.
There is a 3-cost orange event you can play that puts a +1 power counter on each of
you-
your characters
you have
involved
to
in
play
the
it.
face-off.
Okay,
Yes.
to play it. Whatever, that's good. I am tired of infinite power mains.
Speaking
It's
of
not-
infinite power mains,
Going back to vinyl.
yes. Who may not have infinite printed power, but is basically infinite power.
Unlimited
Fireworks
power.
combo.
This is a deck right here.
Well, this is a deck I think we've seen before, but
Yep.
yeah.
Pinky Sense plus Nightmare Moon is...
I mean, when the meta's full of Nightmare Moons, it's also going to be full of Pinky Sense. It'll probably still have a decent amount of Pinky Sense without Nightmare Moon, but it's really going to have it when she's running around everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and especially with what's going on here. This is, of course, the Fireworks deck.
I'm a little surprised this deck still found room for same-day delivery.
I mean,
you've got Rainbow Shines.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so you discarded off Nightmare Moon to Pinky Sense.
It's also worth noting that
Oh yeah, that
putting
would
a
trigger
same-day
it.
delivery on top of your deck when you're farming your own Nightmare Moon with your main once your opponent has no cards left in deck guarantees you a win.
Yeah.
So.
Just
Living
saying.
Silver, as a reminder, this deck is using Trading Traditions, so you are very likely to get into your purple.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got
This is one of those games where you want to turn one play Nightmare Moon. Can't draw cards.
Yes.
Against-
Nightmare Moon Deep Darkness.
Yeah, Deep Darkness.
Correct. So this is effectively a mill deck. It is using very specific timing on untested magic fireworks to turn your Nightmare Moons face down so they can uncover naturally again, then go face down again at the end of the turn, and on your next turn uncover again, and just drain your opponent of as many cards as you possibly can.
You're going to want to sideboard in some Pinky Senses for this one.
Yeah. Or some guard geese.
Yeah, probably. I mean, ideally, just like come after this thing with some Meadowbrooks and then misfire it, but it doesn't always work.
Right. And those were the top 3 unique deck lists in the Harmony format from this last event.
Yes. Fourth place is Smithers with a deck very similar to Hithrox. It eschews a handful of the more counter combo cards, I want to say, for just additional firepower to make sure it goes off.
Yeah, no Destiny Drain. No Misfire.
But more belly flops, more food fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Another Fluttershy backup vocals. So. Yep, different plan of attack. And what's interesting about all these decks is when you go back to look at them, they each had a key card that they were kind of focusing around, right? Like the Chrysalis combo deck obviously focuses around Chrysalis and how you can spread her ability around. The Rainbow Dash deck focuses around the fact that you're going to have a main that's going to be at 5 power that can move very cheaply. So all the cards in there are designed to support just really relying on that one character. And Vinyl is built around the Nightmare Moon or Fireworks, depending on how you look at it. It's easy in certain formats to pick out particular cards that have such a unique effect or such a large impact on the game that you say, I want to make a whole deck around this one card idea. So maybe we should practice that.
Well, not yet. We got a couple other things to talk about first.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll get to that soon.
Well, I think the first thing here is, so OnlineCon was fun, but what next? Some people may note there is a second instance of the OnlineCon itself, Ponyfest Online #2, next week. And some people were asking, would it be possible for us to actually run alongside them? Yes, but for about the same reasons as it's somewhat tragic to run major CCG events at cons, since you can't play cards and attend panels at the same time, we believe it's best to deliberately avoid a tie-in, but we are planning another OnlineCon in the near future. More card games. Hooray.
Maybe the card games will include motorcycles next time.
What?
What?
I feel like this is a Simpsons reference, but
it's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
I was about to be really annoyed if no one got that.
Okay.
You've never seen the card games on motorcycles video?
No.
No. All right, you're gonna have to go dig that one up and share with the class.
I'm really surprised you guys have not seen this reference.
Or maybe
I never
have,
watched
but I've like
Yu-Gi-Oh.
repressed it. I don't know. Okay, but overall, I think this worked out fairly well. Most players were able to get into Discord, get into either Octagon or TTS. The timing thing ended up working out much better once I automated it.
Right. I mean, it seemed to be a positive reception overall.
Yeah, and I think the fact that people were just asking, so when again, is a good sign.
Yeah, thank you to everyone for participating in that. It was good to have you there, and I hope that we can create more opportunities for you to play like that in the future. It is a different, more authentic experience playing a full tournament in a single day instead of being spread out across 3 weeks. So,
Yeah.
all right. Any other comments on OnlineCon?
Yeah, comments and feedback are very much welcome here. Like if we can do things better or make this easier, we're interested in knowing how. So, reach out to us on Discord or any of the places that we'll, link to at the end of the stream.
Yes, indeed.
Now, I believe you wanted to talk about something.
I want to build things.
You want to build things?
I
What
want to
kind of
build
things you want to
things.
build?
I want to
Things.
build. I want to build things around things.
Things and stuff.
All right.
What kind of things do you want to build around?
Singing barrel.
Okay.
So
We're just
we'll
gonna
put 6 of them in. Now what?
Okay.
6. Yeah, sounds good.
Now I think we just win.
I
No,
mean,
let's be more creative. Let's find a card that has such a unique effect that it really requires kind of its own deck build.
all right. What you got? I got a couple of things in mind, but
What do you want to start with?
I don't know. You're pretty gung ho about this. Let's start with yours.
Okay. How about
yeah.
event? How about an event that when it came out, a lot of people rushed to try to find a way to do crazy things with it. Let's take a look at Similoduplexus.
All right. What is
Smithers in chat says Slender Pony.
Slender Pony? All right. What does Similo do here? What's this card say?
So Similo is a main phase purple event that has 4 cost, 4 rec, and 4 power, and it says during the next score phase there is an additional confront step for each problem.
Okay, so we can potentially confront everything twice.
Correct. It is also worth noting that these confronts do not have to be performed sequentially. It just means that during the score phase, you will have 2 confront steps at each problem, and you can choose to stagger these as you wish.
And I think the other thing here is confronting the same problem twice does not cause a face-off.
Correct.
Yeah, to confront multiple problems.
Yes. Multiple different problems.
So a good way that we can build around this
Is to have
Is-
lots of problems.
I mean, that's a good start.
Okay.
What's better than confronting 2 problems twice? What about confronting like 3 problems twice? Or
4 problems?
Or
7 problems
So,
twice.
so you want to run Silverstream?
No.
No, you run Cruise Director, obviously.
No.
Wait, how does
No.
Cruise Director run? At least
Clearly we need to run immediate speed problem replacement so we can find fire when ready and keep cycling through here. Or we run
I feel like you're making a reference to a particular deck that I thought we tried to kill off multiple times in playtesting.
No.
And then,
I don't know why I would reference that.
and then a certain person in chat still found a way to break it.
Animoy says Dilemma Shy. I agree. I think that Fluttershy Growing Confidence is probably a good starting point for this deck. So let's go with that. Let's grab a rack of Similoduplexus, and let's grab Fluttershy Growing Confidence. And this is actually convenient because it already puts us in the color of a card that would go very well in this strategy. We're going to need a lot of bodies across these various problems so that we can be confronting them all. And it just so happens that there is a yellow-purple card that is excellent at doing that. It's Pegasus Royal Guard.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
No, it's great. It's great.
No, I'm with Smithers here. Oh no.
Pegasus Chariot? I think Pegasus Chariot belongs here.
You go ahead and
I
Pegasus here.
do not think Pegasus Chariot belongs here. But I think Pegasus Royal Guard does. And the thing is that Similo has such a high rec that getting multiple copies of Pegasus Royal Guard out there really, really helps to deal with that. But I think we could still benefit from one more multicolor card in that color combination, and that is Twilight and Fluttershy Petting Zoo.
All right, that's kind of niche.
So you'd be more likely to find a card like that in an Alicorn aggro deck, where you can play it for free off of like a Flash Sentry. But it gives you a way to put a body into play for free with a critter token, which gets you closer to duplicating Pegasus Royal Guard. And it gives you Meticulous 2, which makes it more likely you're going to find some of the key pieces of the deck, like Simula. And it does all that in a 2-power body, which is not bad. It's okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, so let's go with another easy point here. We know we're going to want some dilemmas.
But which ones?
Well, we're in yellow.
Yellow ones would be nice.
I mean, we'll start with just like all the yellow ones.
Well, maybe not all of them. Maybe all the 1-cost yellow ones in core.
All right, well, we'll go with the skitter approach here. It's probably fair.
Let's find some cheap ones.
So there's 2.
Okay, so we can do 3 Corralling Critters and 3 Sanctuary Constructions. And now clearly we have to go look at the purple dilemmas, right?
Yeah, let's go do it.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Okay, let's look at the purple dilemmas.
I mean, we need to look at them at least to go be like, oh,
well,
oh.
can't confront this one, and this one's kind of hard to confront.
Think you mean impossible? Yeah. So
I'm sure there's some way you can make it lose its abilities, except I don't think that exists in core.
Not in core. So this presents us with a little bit of... Oh, also, we don't have 3 day shifts in here, and that is clearly wrong. So,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But this does present us with kind of an interesting problem. Which is, we need another color to be able to support these dilemmas. And we could go in kind of a traditional direction, like Growing Confidence does, and run either pink so we can run Goldie Delicious, or white so we could run Critter Choir. But I want to try something spicier. Because white's dilemmas aren't great, and pink's dilemmas are okay.
But you could be running delaying tactics.
What does that even do?
It's
terrible.
Bad. It's bad. Instead, I'm looking at this and I see we've got Pegasus Royal Guard and Twilight Sparkle and Fluttershy, and we've got Fluttershy as our main. We have a lot of Pegasi characters. Let's go blue so that we can play some of the blue-yellow Pegasi love.
Blue also has some of the better dilemmas.
This is true. Although blue's dilemmas do cost 2, Buckball Championship gives you an extra point just for being solved, regardless of whether or not you win, which is good. And Washout's performance is much better with Fluttershy Growing Confidence because it effectively only costs 1, but still gives you the 2 AT cost play reduction on your next friend, making it much better than if you're just playing it in a mono blue deck.
I think I could justify paying 1 AT for that. And Buckball Championship.
We can probably run at least a pair of each of those.
Oh, if we're doing Pegasi and we're also going into blue, then we should break out the fun, everyone's favorite.
Wait, I know which one.
Control but not control AT generator.
Oh no. Oh, with Similo too? Where we get Lyra? No Lyra.
Yeah, Lyra.
No.
I'm talking about Daring Do.
Okay, this is seriously spicy because now we've got Daring Do as a method of giving us some decent AT supplement when we're just aggroing, but on our Similo turn, getting multiple confronts with Daring Do? Yeah.
more than
Yeah,
pays
this
for
is-
herself. Well, okay. So, too spicy. No, later. Did the thing.
How many do you want?
Let's
All
do
of
3.
them.
Yeah. I want 3 daring do's at problems so I can Similo and get 6 AT. That sounds great.
That is a lot of AT. That would be playing Similo and getting 2.
Now this is in both of the off colors. How are we gonna
sure.
get, like, we need some entry.
No, we
Alright.
don't. You just have to believe better.
Just all the belief. I mean,
Oh.
okay.
We want some blue. Let's give
Blue?
you blue.
Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow. Let's do some Loyal Pony, because Loyal Pony is so good.
It is just kind of a good card. See, do we have our standard rack of fires and motivational speeches in here yet?
No, we don't. We probably should.
We definitely should if we're gonna have blue cards that need 3 rec.
Let's look at the rec right now. So far, everything can get hit, but with 2 except for Buckball and Similo.
Rainbow and Fluttershy.
Oh, we haven't gotten. That would be a good one to put in here too. Give the anthem to the Pegasus characters, so all your Pegasi get +1 power no matter where they are.
Yeah. Let's see. What is that hit like?
Everything except day shift.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's get a couple of those in here.
Yeah, we're going Pegasus. You have to have that.
Okay,
Oh,
so
plus it's Swift.
that's true. So let's do a rack of Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy Chillax. And you know what? If we're gonna be gaining a bunch of AT with Daring Do's, we kind of want something we can do with that AT on the score phase. Let's put a pair of Plushie Dashes in here too. Then we can move Daring Do's over to the other problems and get more AT.
Only a
Ew.
pair? You don't want to go full rack of those?
It's a good card, but it is 3 rec in our off color.
Start with 2.
We're
We can always
trying
add
to-
another one later.
Like, the goal here is the Similo. We don't have infinite AT.
Yeah, okay, fine. Similo is really expensive.
Okay, let's get some of the basic entry. We can put in some motivational speeches, and Rainbow Generator is going to be really good here as well. At least as, 1 or 2.
So this Hithrox being like Sunburst? I don't know.
What does Sunburst look like? 3 for 2.
The one
column.
from DE.
He's very controlling. And looking at this so far,
You're not feeling the control.
Not as much.
there's like 0 control, which is actually kind of a problem. We might need a little bit of something.
You want to put some control in here?
I mean,
Some tempo.
Okay, look, we're in yellow. Where's our what is that?
What is that called?
Unsatisfactory.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing.
There you go. Yeah, Animoy's got it there in chat as well.
I take it we don't have room for Yona in here.
Maybe.
Yona's so good.
Yona's a good card. Let's do the full 3 on unsatisfactory work. We've got Fluttershy, so we can hit it.
You're
Every time.
Oh, yeah, we're going to always have it.
guaranteed to get the good version.
Yeah. Ooh. I see. Okay, so Hithrox says Meadowbrook. And he's right that we definitely need some resource removal, because currently there is no resource removal in here.
You know what? No, forget your Meadowbrook. One, she's not a Pegasus, but two, let's get some rocket scooter going, because you can not only use that for resource removal, you can also use it to aggro even harder with this stupid thing.
Oh.
Plus, they're 2-power Pegasi if you put them with
How is
Chillax.
Meadowbrook not a...
2 power? That doesn't say here, buddy.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it does not say here. Spicy.
No, it doesn't. What do you mean with 1? No, keep going, son. I want 3 power.
So we get multiple Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy Chillaxes, or even just one. Rocket Scooter becomes 2 AT for 6 power, and if we put them all at a dilemma, we can retire them to dismiss Rocket Scooter and make 3 more at immediate speed.
At a different dilemma and confront 2 more times.
Oh, this seems dumb.
Yes. Okay. All right. There's a way that this can get even dumber, but it's really stupid. Like, really stupid.
Okay, what you got?
Okay. That's our 45. All right. So that's our 45, and I. All right. How much? All right. We're going deep beyond habanero here into like ghost pepper territory.
Oh, okay.
All right. So yellow has another card. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. It's Defend the Hive. His immediate movement for really cheap is good. But,
yeah, but we don't have like a single big character.
No. But there is another piece on that card that is very interesting, along with a card that just popped out in Leaders and Legends. The second piece of that card is your changeling characters have agile.
If we were going white, sure, you can do some funny stuff with like Herd and like Timble. And...
No, screw that. We're gonna go and get a copy of Queen Chrysalis Stolen Talent.
Okay.
Who is a changeling, obviously, the best kind of changeling. Not a traitorous one, I mean. And
I don't like where this is going.
What do you mean you don't like where this is going? Let me tell you where this is going. We're gonna banish a Daring Do with our queen, right? Okay, so now bear with me. I've got a changeling that's got Swift, and every time you confront a problem with it, you get a token. Oh, and it's also got Agile.
And we do all this for the low cost of an additional 4 action tokens, an additional 2 cards, and having a Daring Do in our discard pile.
Entirely too much. It's unfeasible, I think. It's so stupid. If it works, it's just going to be like Poppy levels of belief.
Oh, it's a huge blowout. It's the dream play,
but it's never going to work.
It's probably not going to work. Worth considering for the future. Bear in mind that Queen Chrysalis is the changeling, and that means that you can give her agile while she does other stuff. So that's kind of interesting.
Ooh, Shoeshine.
I kind of want a way to make more bodies easily in this deck. Let's put in some Cockatrice migration. I think that's...
Oh, what's this you're trying to do? You've already got Twilight and Fluttershy to make critter tokens, and you've got Cockatrice migration for even more. You're just trying to spam the board with Pegasus Royal Guards.
I mean, kind of.
That card spams itself. You don't actually have to try very hard.
Yeah, but we're not even running Friends Are Always There here, and we need to hit 3 friends with it, which is a little trickier. Hithrock says, why not Shoeshine? You're already running Chillax, and they have 3 requirement. Yeah, you can run Shoeshine.
That's consideration. I mean...
Shoeshine is an Earth Pony.
That's somewhat unfortunate.
Not a Pegasi.
I mean, but you're going to have enough tokens to eat.
I mean, maybe. The question is, how many Royal Guards do you actually want to eat? You want to keep as many Royal Guards as possible in play so that the next turn you can, double them again, right?
Well, sure. I mean, but once you get over like 5 of them...
There's a limit to, you have a home limit.
Like, Shoeshine will not be interfering with their home limit because she's not going to be at home.
Okay. Well, let's put in at least 1 Shoeshine then. I think that's fine. There's still one card that I'm absolutely horrified of. I'm less horrified in this deck than one that is based completely around tokens, but I'm still horrified of it. Thanks, Cheese. Thanks, Buell.
Fireworks.
Can we find a way to put an EEA in here somewhere?
Okay,
Yeah.
what do we...
You can do that
what do
when we
we-
take some stuff out, but
Okay, what do we need to get rid of here? I want to get
we
rid
also
of
need a
the-
problem deck.
I mean,
No,
sure.
no, we
could,
don't.
We could drop like a Twilight and Fluttershy if we had to.
51 cards. What are we doing? Running a 46 card deck? What do we drop here?
I mean, being able to eat the Cockatrice migration tokens with Shoeshine is pretty good. Let's drop. We could drop a Loyal Pony, I guess.
I was kind of looking at Chillax. Like, that doesn't feel great, but it's also one of the harder cards, I think, to play.
There's so much synergy with it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, well, let's at least go to the problems here for a moment because
I know what we start with.
Yeah.
Just 2 buckballs? 1 buckball? No, it's always 1 buckball.
1 buckball.
At least one.
Right. And then Surprise Takeoff is in here 100% because we've got Daring Do. And Distracted Lead Actress is really irritating for our opponents.
I mean, yeah, we're running yellow, so DLA is kind of required. Really Surprise Takeoff over, what is that, Daring Escape?
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Put 2 Daring Do's at Surprise Takeoff and play a Similo Duplexus. Then move them each.
Also the bonus difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the bonus is relevant. It's harder to confront, too. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do we
one
want
of
to
these...
have a mystery at Hope Hollow to go along with this?
Well, if we have a single buckball, we probably need a mystery just to bring us up to 10.
That's fair. And the mystery could get us color entry. It could get us EEA. It could get us Loyal Pony. Yeah, that seems decent.
Loyal Pony also kind of goes along with color entry, but yeah, if you really need that EEA, it's an easy way to get it.
Hithrock says Temple of Chico Moztok.
No.
I would 100%
How about-
agree if
how
it was
about
printed
this?
if it was printed properly.
How about you put that in your version, Hithrock?
You go ahead and do that.
Oh, we don't
What
have
if
any...
we're up against Tempest?
Let's get some lacking lesson plans. Good call.
I mean, you got fires, right? You're good.
We've got 2.
Do we want 1 or 2 lacking? Huh?
You might as well go. We're an aggro deck. Let's just admit this.
Two is nice because if we do have 1 Rainbow and Fluttershy, then our main can confront that by herself.
Yeah, let's go with 2. Okay, so this is an aggro deck, right?
Right.
So we want easy to confront problems. What? Do we want to go concerning?
Yeah, concerning's good.
I am concerned by this choice.
Why are you concerned by this concerning choice?
Because it's not
Look, it's fine. She's an archaeologist.
the stupid rock. God, what is that problem?
We still have to choose 1 more card to take out.
No, you run a 56 card deck.
No.
No.
We may have to, unfortunately, drop maybe what? This is actually really hard.
Do we want to just compromise with Anemoy and go down to 2 Similo?
I was considering it.
But that's the point of the deck.
I mean,
Yeah, but you're not gonna ever need to play 3.
Yeah, you need to play like 1.
It's really good with this deck, but we don't necessarily need the full rack.
Although you play 1 and then your opponent fireworks you.
so think you've got enough decent gimmicks here. Like, it's a fairly powerful aggro core around growing confidence with all the other like purple yellow shenanigans you've got going here.
Yeah,
And-
you can play like a basic Pegasi aggro here, and it probably works fine.
Yeah, it's just when you get the Similo, you just get to be like, wall.
Wabam.
Yeah, like there's an argument for leaving it at 3 and taking something else, but
The other thing I would consider is Cockatrice Migration, but
Maybe
It's
knock
such-
that down to 2.
It's such a good enabler on Pegasus Royal Guard, though, and it's nice with Shoeshine, too, because we have a way to use those tokens. Feed them to the Earth Pony so she can get fat.
Shoeshine the Destroyer.
Exactly.
eh.
All right, we can drop a Similo. There we go.
If you must.
Yeah. I'd rather have T-Rex Reign of Terror, but, I mean, we can't have everything we want.
Well, we're building core, so no. Can't.
Can't has.
Can't has. Alright, so here's
No Trixie out of 10.
well, wait, is that true?
There is no Trixie on any of these cards.
Yeah, okay. Alright. But it's got 2 Starlight out of 10.
That's fair. Yeah, that's good enough. They're close enough,
They're basically the same pony, right?
right? Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I think we got time for one more build around. Ara, you pick a card this time.
Alright, so there's a card that I've been like waiting for someone to build the stupid deck around, and it's a card that you can kind of make it work, but if you really want to make her sing, you got to go whole hog. Let's talk about the lady herself. Rarity, throw me a bone, dear.
Otherwise known as
I was going
Bonate-
to say, that's not her name. That's her name.
No, Bonate is what she does. She's so generous.
she bonates all her worldly possessions.
Or at least the one she doesn't think she needs at the moment.
I guess all of her followers?
Yeah, okay. So let's put a rack of her in. Now, a careful reading of the comprehensive rules says that the owner of a token is the controller of the modifier that created that token, I believe.
Right.
And there's a main, the rarity main, and she makes tokens. And what that means is you own those tokens. So
Sure, I do just kind of want to point out here, Rarity does say if that opponent controls 2 or more non-token friends or resources that you own.
yeah, this is fine. But I intend on flooding their home and making them have just a bad time holding on to the, non-token things that I donate to them.
Okay, that's fair. So the token, so you've got this is white elephant deck.
Yes. I bestow unto you a gift.
This gift will financially ruin you.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So we're going to start with that. On those lines, I want to get Rarity Professor of Generosity to try to reduce their home limit if possible, just to make sure that they've got as few things as possible of mine, because I'm very generous, but I would like my things back, or at least I don't want you to have them at some point.
Whoever thought it was a good idea to have Rarity teach generosity in a classroom setting?
Did we pick a main?
Yes. The Rarity booming business, is it? Yes. Okay. Now, another fun thing a lot of resources, especially accessories and conditions, don't tend to care that much about exactly who owns them, because they still work just fine if you were to say play I don't know, a princess mask on an opposing friend. It just says play on a friend, so this is a thing you can do, and it doesn't care who owns that friend. So you could also play it on one of your friends. And what this means is that if Rarity donates the princess mask that's on one of your friends to your opponent, you still get the effect. Doesn't matter who owns the resource.
Yeah,
But
as
now
long as it still meets the conditions of what you played it on.
Okay. So let me see here.
All the accessories.
Not all of them, I believe. Let's see. Let's look at core resources in white. Hey, geez. Geez, core resources, white. Wanna see what we got to work with here.
I thought you had pulled up Royal Archive.
I mean, I've got that, but people need to see what we're up to here. Okay, cool. So let's see here. That doesn't count. Okay, Heart of the Sea is Plan a Friend. Okay, it doesn't care who owns it, so that's cool. It's kind of unfortunate that you can't choose to put it into its owner's hand instead, because your opponent's never going to choose that. But yeah, let's stick a couple of those in there. Same thing with Petrified.
Oh, that's mean. I turned your friend into a rock.
Here,
have a
you
rock.
have the rock. Let's see, Pirate Co-Chair. This one would also work, but it only makes things showy. Is that worth it? I mean, it only costs one, so
it's
probably.
Cheap. It's cheap. That's probably fine.
Yeah, fine. Okay, let's stick some of those in there, like 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
That's dumb to put on your opponents.
No, you don't.
No, you put it on your friend. Yeah.
Yes, and then you donate the dress.
Yeah.
Rarity has generously donated a dress to you, which she is currently borrowing. Don't ask how that works. Okay. Oh, Mistmaid's Flower. We need some resource removal. Let's stick some of those in there, because that also counts as a resource that you own that they currently control.
This is generosity in giant air quotes.
All right. Let's see. Okay, Princess Mask also works.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Do we want to double down on the Petrified thing and go with some Clouded by Angers?
Only if we're also going to run Patagium.
Well, this whole thing's kind of looking mono white at the moment, so yeah, let's go with that.
I like my 8 power Patagiums.
Yeah, I'm liking this too. Okay, let's get a couple of those in there. I think that one's going to be a little bit more niche. Actually, you know what? There's a bunch of good changelings in white. I'm liking this, and then we got some synergy with Princess Mask too here. Yeah, this
Are they good changelings or good changelings?
They're bad changelings. So okay, yeah, let's get some Patagium.
Neon Bambi.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go for Neon Bambi here.
What's that one changeling that reduces the cost of resources?
Arista.
That one, yeah. Isn't that like 1 white wreck?
Alright,
Yeah.
You haven't added the alias yet.
What? Which alias?
For Neon Bambi.
There are many Neon Bambis.
It should just list all of them.
Yes, I agree.
It doesn't actually work that way, but
No, it can only identify a particular one. I think I added try Trader out of curiosity. I think that'll get you the main.
No, it gives you the 2/2. Because I think that's the first one that got printed. No, because it was the same set as the main. But
okay, cool. At least I have one of them in there. Okay, yeah, let's get some Aristas. We're playing a lot of resources. Arista can help make things cheap.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a nice chaos effect too.
Yeah, that it is. Okay,
That
if
is
we're going,
super useful in this
yeah.
deck.
All right, if we're going with changelings,
Do
Might
the
as well go
bros.
Sweetie Bill, maybe.
yeah, might as well do the bros.
Bro power.
Pharynx and Thorax.
Yeah.
Yeah, changed it last, and what's the white one?
Symbiosis.
Yeah, that one. I mean, there's like several yellow ones. Traitor.
Animoy brought up a good point that we should probably have some kind of hard removal for very dangerous characters like Limestone. Do you want to do like a pair of petite sneezes?
Yeah. Those feel so bad, but yeah. We
I mean,
need...
it's not as bad when we have cards like Arista that can flip and get resources back from our discard pile.
Yeah, I mean, you do need the ability to just, occasionally nuke something from
What's
orbit.
our flip condition? Starter problem face off?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, we have... So we've got Heart of the Sea, right? Which you can donate to your opponent and your friend will still get 2 power. But the problem there is the opponent controls it, so they are the one who chooses if the friend goes to its owner's hand then.
You want to, what is it, Galagown instead?
Let's do Galagown instead, because it's yet another thing that we can play from our discard pile, so it's not as bad with Petite Sneeze.
Yeah, okay, fair. I mean, it takes a little bit longer to really come online, but yeah, sure. Okay.
I mean, we don't have any troublemakers either, so...
Yeah, fair. Oh, hard removal. Since we're... All right, hold on. What's the... All right, let me go read the boosted site text on Booming Business here. Okay. Oh, all right. I got some spice here.
What you got?
So Booming Business says while an opponent controls a non-token friend, that player can't. It's only for being in excess of their home limits. Okay, that's less good. I was going to put some corners in here.
I mean, you could still do that. You could still cornered, get them down to the 3 friends that they want to keep most, and then like put a token friend into play. It's an option. Or
it lets them get rid of all the tokens. It's
that's true.
Yeah, see that was my problem with it, is that if Booming Business wouldn't let them retire for non-home limit problems, then it would be significantly more interesting, but unfortunately it does not. It might still be worth putting a couple of those in there just to deal with maybe swarm decks.
Sure.
Okay, let's go with 2 of those.
2 of those, and maybe do like an It's Gonna Work to hit a big thing, or a third Petite Sneeze, maybe.
What's the other modes on It's Gonna Work?
Things that aren't really going to apply to us.
aggro and troublemaker. So no, it's just.
I mean, we're going a little aggro. It's not bad.
We can run 1 probably.
Yeah, let's grab one of those.
I like 1 instead of a third Petite Sneeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Oh, we're also
Petite
in white.
Sneeze is expensive.
Yeah, it's really expensive. All right, we're also in white. So, wait, do we have? Okay, why are we not running Generous Pony? We need some of that going on in here.
So we've got like this aggro side of things with all this power boosting. And then we've also got this, oh, by the way, here, have a bunch of tokens.
Yeah.
Look at all my wealth. Look at all the power. You can have a small fraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better about the flipping now.
Yeah. All right, how many cards we got here?
42.
42. Okay.
Okay. So let's run through a possible situation. You have caused a DFO. Your opponent has a bunch of friends at home, including some of your token friends. They want to save their characters from being retired, so they choose to move some of their important friends up away from the problem. And in response,
We're
Stand
running
still.
reliving history. We're not in harmony.
as close to standstill as we can get. Let's put in a pair of reliving histories.
A pair? No, man.
You want to go for 3?
Yeah, I want a rack of that.
Okay.
If we're gonna go annoying, let's go whole hog on it.
Okay.
Speaking of annoying, we're in white. Let's run
Well,
some spoons.
So we just hit 45.
Spoon.
No, okay, sure. We can throw in some spoons.
Spoon.
What's sideboardy here?
Oh, that one's.
Okay,
Right,
so hear me out here, right?
Okay.
So this is good. The deck has some good fuel if our opponent has lots of small to medium-sized things, because they're going to have to retire a bunch of them. But
What if they got one huge thing?
Yeah, what if our opponent has a huge thing? Like, we've got It's Gonna Work and a Petite Sneeze to banish it, but like if they're playing a Reanimator deck or something like that, they're going to have all kinds of big stuff in their discard pile they can grab. I want to be spicy. Let's grab some Cozy Glows.
What, just in case they dump some tricorns or something in there?
So, like, early on in the game, Cozy Glow will be fine against the faster decks because we can, get a cheap friend, and that's all fine.
Small stuff in aggro's cool, sure.
Right. But Reanimator fuels its discard pile so much in the mid to late game that we can just grab a tricorn.
Yeah, it would be fun to have some.
Yeah, I'll take your cadence.
Discord disruption here. Oh yes. That's what we need here. I mean, the other option here is maybe if you wanted to go a little bit more into the Reanimator thing, we could go. What is that? Taking on Trust.
Oh yeah, to get back important cards from your discard pile. That's an option.
And it also gives you a little bit of firepower against Reanimator. It's not much firepower, mind.
Okay, so we've got some friend removal and some built-in functionality with the main. We've got some ability removal on things like Petrified and Clouded by Anger. We've got a bunch of power so that we can try to aggro. We've got some resource removal with a Petite Sneeze as well as Miss Maine's Flower. Yeah. How about a problem deck?
Darling, a lady doesn't have problems.
What do you call them instead?
Don't answer that question. Just pick the problem cards.
We're starting Buckball strategy because everyone starts Buckball strategy.
Because starting Buckball strategy when you have the 2 bros is really, really, really good.
Yeah,
there's a
it adds 6 more cards to your entry.
Should probably have lacking lesson plans in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's the best part about Buckball strategy. Oh, I see you have moved your Thorax and played a Gummy. No, go home.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. We've got a lot of resources. Let's put some grand openings in here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, and speaking of...
Oh, that's ridiculous in this deck.
Yes.
Speaking of making the opponent have to pay out the wazoo to move their characters from home.
Down the drain?
Yeah.
Do we have the... What is that white one from Friends Forever called?
White one from Friends Forever?
Fashion Blindness?
Yeah, that one. It's like 2 bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have that as well.
Yeah, that is an FF card.
We have a lot of power boosting
Characters here with power less than or equal to the
It's gonna be a darn shame that none of our characters ever fall afoul of that one.
We have so many hats. This is true. Our characters will not ever have that issue.
Well, like maybe Rarity herself will, but
all right. Hithrock says a cramped caravan, so we have at least 1 deck with Trixie. We don't need 2 Buckball strategies. We can run 1.
yeah, okay, fine. And that does help us out with the aggro plan. That's fair.
We don't need 2 what?
Buckball strategies.
Yeah,
Okay.
click
Click the wrong button.
Did you click the wrong button?
Oh, whoops.
Like, I wanted to see the individual pixels. Okay, there. You happy, Hithrock? We got some Trixie.
There, now you can see everything.
There's
Also,
literally
look how
Trixie's on
consistent-
Clouded by Anger.
Look how consistent that power histogram was. Go back to that for a second. That's hilarious.
14, 14, 14, 8. It needs to be 7, but
Oh man, that's kind of unfortunate that it's so wide, but
it's a lot of 2s, but yeah.
Yeah, but we have a lot of temporary power here as well.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, this looks like as good a way as any to play.
God, what is this?
To play Bonate.
Cripes.
I mean,
What
I
is
don't
this?
know how else you're going to build around that.
I mean,
What is-
it's going to have all the hats.
I mean,
that's
what
for
is
sure.
this? What is this monstrosity that we've built here?
This was your idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you're obligated to play this.
yeah, it might be.
It would be annoying to play against.
It sure would.
Gonna have to sit here and graffiti all over the neon changelings and make them into good changelings again.
Alt art.
Yeah. Just all the alt art.
That was kind of fun. I kind of want to do that again sometime.
All right. Well, I've got a. Okay, I have another thought.
Hmm?
Sometime later. You thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair. Fair
Well,
enough.
This was a lot of fun, but I think, given the time of everything, it will wrap up our discussion on the Buildaround topic for today. We would, of course, like to give a big shout out to all of our patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for your regular support. And if you aren't currently a patron and you enjoy what we do, please consider donating or bonating. As doing
Oh my God.
doing so enables us to continue making content like this. If you have comments or questions that you'd like to send our way, or you're just interested in hearing about what we're working on for the future, there are many ways you can stay in contact. We have Patreon, as mentioned previously, but you can also reach us through Facebook, Twitter, and email. And patrons at or above the $5 per month level also get access to our Slack channel, where you are very likely to chat with us any day, any time, because our sleep schedules are weird.
More like Ara's sleep schedule is weird.
Man, I woke up at like 8 and was up and about till about 11:30 and said, I'm going to lie down for a nap. And I woke up at 4
AM or PM?
p.m.
I went to.
The fact that I had to ask that, I think, indicates something.
I think I went to
All
bed
right.
last night at 9 and then woke up at 1. Yeah, that was dumb.
If you are looking to watch any of our previous videos, including tournament recordings, you can find them on our YouTube channel linked in the sidebar. And hey, those of you who have been following us for like 2 years may have seen that we recently reached 100 subscribers. Yay! Which also might mean that the URL might be wrong. I'll have to double check. I don't think we linked the YouTube URL.
No, it's
which is
actually
fine.
not in there. I need to fix that.
Both of
Okay.
them work.
And actually, we've surpassed 100 subscribers as well. So the new Commentary is Magic YouTube channel is youtube.com/c/Commentary is Magic.
I can actually remember that now.
I can remember it too. Do you remember the old one?
No,
It starts with UCS_, and that's all I remember.
because that's what all of them start with.
I mean, so I'm not wrong. right?
Also, isn't that a character encoding?
Yes. Although here I think it stands for
Anyway.
content something or other.
Anyway, with all that said, thank you to each and every one of our viewers, both here now and watching this recording later. We are, as always, Commentary is Magic. And before we go, if you like content like this, by the way, keep an eye on the YouTube channel. There was some live gameplay that was released on Wednesday of last week, and my guess is you might start seeing that more regularly.
What do you mean, you guess? I don't think
you will start seeing live gameplay more regularly released in the middle of the week. Is that better?
you got to have some conviction. Got to have some belief.
You will start seeing live gameplay released more frequently. In fact, there's one that's actually sitting there right now. Anyway, with that, we are Commentary is Magic. I am, as always, Grandpa's.
Big cheese.
Arcat.
Ivory Starlight.
I didn't say fast enough.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
I'm not talking fast just because you want